We're wrapping up things here at the coaches' meetings in Phoenix, and we're talking now with Dan Gavitt, the Vice President for men's basketball for the NCAA. And Dan, just recently named a new coordinator for men's basketball officiating. Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Sure. We're very excited about J.D. Collins being the next national coordinator of men's basketball officiating. J.D.'s had a very long career in officiating, was an outstanding official himself for about 20 years before a career-ending injury. Worked 2 Final Fours, 6 different regionals. He's been most recently the coordinator of officials for the Mid-American Conference and for the Summit League, and has been a consultant with the Big Ten Conference as well. And very highly respected in the game. I think has a great vision for officiating nationally, even possibly for a national officiating signing program, which we'll possibly explore with conferences going forward. And he's very passionate about it, got great experience, and we're excited about adding him to our team.
I know in a couple of weeks or maybe just a week there'll be an announcement of rule changes for the upcoming season. There's been a lot of talk during last season about college basketball being quote-unquote broke or needing a fix. What's your take on that? Where is the sport of college basketball right now?
Next week is the Rules Committee meeting in Indianapolis, and I think it's a big meeting because, as you point out, there are some long-term trends statistically in the game that are concerning. Scoring's continually gone down over the last 20 years. Pace of play this year was as slow as it's been in some time. So I do think that we're going to see some significant changes coming out in those Rules Committee meetings next week. I think possibly shortening the shot clock to 30 seconds is a real possibility. Maybe some other kind of time-saving rules changes that will increase the pace of play. But I think also the question about J.D. Collins is important here in a connection, because I do think that many people think that one of our biggest problems is that the game is just too physical. And in order to get at that, it's really the enforcement of the rules as they're written more so than it is new rules. And so I think the combination of some things you'll see coming out of those Rules Committee meetings next week and the increased effort from a national officiating perspective with the new national coordinator will hopefully help the game in those ways.
You're heavily involved with the selection of sites for NCAA tournament. The Big 12 is going to be hosting each of the next 3 years at different levels. I think Oklahoma City, Kansas City, and Dallas are in the rotation. Big 12 is pretty proud of their ability to put on those events. From your experience, what's that like?
Well, we're proud to work with the Big 12. They're as good a host as we experience anywhere in the country, evidenced by the great job the Big 12 did in hosting the Final Four last year in North Texas. But as you point out, they've been consistent hosts for the tournament at every stage of the tournament. And the Big 12 championship in and of itself is a fantastic event. And then the same people that work on that event, yourself, John Underwood, Rob Carolla, Tim Allen for sure, Commissioner Bowlesby, the entire team is really an outstanding group, experienced, passionate, have such pride in hosting when given the opportunity. So we're excited to be able to work with the Big 12 for the next few years and for every year, hopefully.
That's Dan Gavitt from the NCAA, and wrapping up things here from Phoenix for the Big 12 Digital Network, I'm Wendell Barnhouse.